Hey YouTube, welcome to another episode of News in 2 Minutes, bringing you the news that you need to know every day. Let's begin. After 3 days of talks, the US and Russia announced that they have reached a deal to eliminate Syria's chemical weapons. Under the deal, which many are calling a complicated stall for military action within the region, Syria will have 1 week to declare its chemical weapons stockpiles, as well as its manufacturing and raw material holding sites. While Western media is taking the citizen concern out of military action, both the United States and Russia appear to be retaining all of their gathered troops and warships within the region, where analysts believe that a future chemical weapons attack or rumored atrocity may be all that is needed to reignite the fires of war. Over 100,000 Polish citizens and union members marched through Warsaw on Saturday, shouting anti-government slogans and throwing smoke grenades as residents continue to vent their anger against the government's labor and wage policies. The Tokyo Electric Power Company, and by default the Japanese government, have admitted to falsely reporting low measurement readings over the last 2 years concerning radiation levels that have been leaking from the plant and into the ocean. A Chinese military leader told U.S. counterparts during joint talks this week not to support or encourage Japan's push to control a group of islands that the countries have been feuding over, and where some analysts believe vast amounts of oil reserves may be hidden. Fighting intensified between Philippine security forces and Islamic rebels on Saturday in the 6th largest city in the country, where a violent standoff stretched into its 6th day and left more than 50 residents dead, nearly 200 people held hostage, and tens of thousands forced from their homes. The area continues to employ a military-driven curfew, and in a further unfortunate development that the Aware have been calling action to for years, over 44,000 residents have been taken into evacuation camps in a nearby stadium, with little more than the clothes on their backs, where they are forced to wait for hours in lines only to be turned down when food supplies run out. And to wrap things up, Turkish citizens have been arrested in Egypt on charges of conspiracy and espionage. Leptospirosis has killed a number of animals and sickened humans in Hong Kong. Hurricane Ingrid caused widespread damage and flooding in Mexico. A deadly fungus found in soil has sickened hundreds in British Columbia, and a 5.8 in Alaska, a 5.7 in Papua New Guinea, and a 5.4 in Russia complete today's Quake Watch. And that's it for this episode of News in 2 Minutes. Check back tomorrow for more news that the Aware need the most. This week's News in 2 Minutes is brought to you by GoBerkey.com. Remove fluoride, lead, giardia, and other viruses with a high-quality Berkey filter today. And SQMetals.com for all your precious metal needs.